Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. Alright, so in the last episode, we managed to save Meister Siva from torture and, well, certain death. And here we are in our basement, which apparently kind of looks like a bit of a sex den. But, you know what? I'm not here to judge. If you want to get it on in your dank old dungeon, that kind of looks like a, you know, sex den, then you do you, Siva or whatever your name is. Siwa. Why am I keep saying Siwa? Oh, I think I keep saying Siwa because, excuse me, potion of nimble tumble. Wawa weewa. Because Siwa is from, or at least there is a mention of Siwa in the Assassin's Creed Origin game. That's why. All right. I think we maybe forgot to loot all the barrels and crates and sacks before we talked to her. Or wait, before we got here? How exactly did we get here? Did we get here through the ladder? Good God, I cannot talk right now. A blank skill book of necromancy and an antler. Alright, so I had to clear my throat a little bit there. Okay. Not a lot of stuff adorning these crates and barrels, which is kind of a shame. But I guess she can't really be expected to be like super rich or anything, right? She's kind of, I guess, living in squalor, ish, maybe. Is there anything that we should be reading, like the Medusa Head skill book for Sibyl, and the artillery plant? What? That sounds incredible. I'm sorry, wait, that's a summoning thing? I thought it was a geomancer thing for a second. I don't know why I thought that, but it is indeed a summoning thing. So let's give that to Losa. And Sibyl, can you please read your Medusa Head skill book? Fantastic. Medusa Head. Snakes grow out of your head, giving you a petrifying aura and the petrifying visage skill incompatible with bull horns. Alright, well, here's what I'm thinking. Let's get rid of Chicken Claw and then give her Medusa Head instead. And see how that all works out. We've never even used a Chicken Claw yet, so I guess it's, you know, not really a comparison, but still. Let's also take the Mortar and Pestle, which I think should be useful in case we decide to grind some shit down, right? No? Alright, fine. Siva, we're done looting your place.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Say that it means being able to do anything you want. Say that it means total responsibility to others. Say that it's a chance to feel again. Sure.
You would let the void run free so you can feel the joy of your skin sagging as you age. You would trade the sanctity of all the races for your flesh.
No, I don't want my flesh back.
No. Becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races.
Well, I didn't ask for that, now did I?
The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
Damn it. Hold up a hand. Surely you can use some power for yourself.
When you become the divine, there is no more self.
Oh, damn.
For just a moment, her eyes soften as she looks at you.
It is no small thing to ask. But it is your duty. Without a new divine, Rivellon will die.
Nod, you understand. Nod, but you're already thinking about what you could do with such powers. Growl that you've already told her what you will do when the power is yours. You know what? Let's do the third option. We've already told her what we're gonna do with the power when it's ours.
The Meister's claws lash out, hooking around your collarbone and pulling you down until you're eye-to-eye socket with her.
As much as I appreciate the fine pedigree of your stupidity, do listen carefully. The void threatens the world. It threatens everything. You cannot risk failure. The only thing you can use the powers of the divine for is to protect Rivellon.
I never said I was gonna fail. Come on, miss.
She releases you with a twist of her claws, her breath ragged and uneven, her cold eyes glittering in the candlelight.
Rub your neck and nod, but keep your own counsel.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator to provide a flame.
Alright.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Observe that her cuts look pretty bad.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
Pause for a moment, ask if she's ever seen the ritual performed before.
Once, although not by a Godwoken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly, wincing.
A headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... was quite educational.
What happened to her?
From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death.
Not. It's a risk you'll have to take. Actually, you're suddenly not so sure about this. What happens if you don't want to risk it? Your eyes go wide. She let her assistant go through with that, even though she wasn't a Godwoken?
Well, certainly. It is not my place to police the stupidity of others. I have to admit I was curious. Imagine if it had been a success. Why, then anyone could have ascended. Even I... Alas, success was beyond her reach. Quite fascinating to watch, though. I've never seen a body burn from the inside out before.
Swallow nervously. Well, at least you're sure you're Godwoken. You'll get ready for the ritual. Stare in horror. You're not gonna go risk that. Laugh at our apprentice's misfortune. Thankfully, you're the genuine article. You'll get right to it.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
Alright, fine. Where is blackroot? Is it in there?
You see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order.
Alright, look for the materials you need to complete the ritual.
After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Great. So what do I need to do next? In the ritual bowl, add some blood drawn from an obsidian lancet, then burn the mixture and inhale the smoke. Alright, so do we need to actually combine it, or what's the dealio here? Is it ingredients? No. Is it miscellaneous? No. You sure it's not ingredients? It is ingredients. What are you talking about, man? Let's combine those things. There we go. We got a ritual bowl. What about the obsidian lancet? What the hell is an obsidian lancet? Is it not in there, I'm assuming? Fine. Oops. Incinerator control valve. That's not it. Notes on Godwoken Ascension. Maybe the pouch has something? No, just got money. Meister Siva instructs me to record my research before I conduct any experiments regarding Godwoken Ascension. The ritual itself is quite simple. Place a single piece of blackroot in the ritual bowl. Draw blood with obsidian lance. Your own is most convenient, and sprinkle it upon the root. Well, I don't have my own blood. I guess I'm gonna have to maybe stab Sibyl or Losa? Set a flame to the bowl and its contents. Ensure that you have sufficient source. Inhale the resulting smoke, and beyond this point, nothing is known. Alright, fine. Obsidian lance, I'm assuming... Is that a weapon then? Not that I can see. Is it a consumable? Where is this obsidian lance? Anyone? No, that's swirling mud. There it is. Use. Well, that didn't really help. Shit. Did I mess something up? Marrowed obsidian lancet. This, the lancet proudly wears your blood like a crimson cloak. What blood? I mean, I'm glad it says marrowed, as in, like, it's got a bit of our own bone marrow, which is probably a lot worse than just blood. Oh, well. It's Fabrosi. He probably deserves it. Get these things combined. Fantastic. That doesn't look right. I'm fairly certain Fabrosi did not, in fact, have any actual blood. And now we set it aflame, right? Oh, I guess we have to put it down there? Fine. Where is it? It is in ingredients. Does not know it's over here. I see. Alright, fine. Let's set it there. And then set it aflame. Now it's burning. Hallucinogenic smoke cloud.
Swirls about your skull. Your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Exhale quickly, coughing and spluttering up the fumes. Ignore the pounding in your head and push on deeper into the smoke.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Oh, I didn't realize Fabrosi had one. Is this the deeper recess of my soul? I thought it was the Hall of Echoes, or I think that's what he said anyways. It happened too quickly for me to actually catch it. Alright, man. We're back in the basalt, or basalt? The hexagonal mineral deposit place. I'm fairly certain there's like, these things are around Ireland. I think. Anyways. I remember reading about some kind of like legend about a giant who was so scared he pissed himself and then he ran away and he just destroyed some shit. What is this? It's Fabrosi. Fabrosi, it's you! Except, you have skin? Like pitch black skin? What happened to you, man? And where's your afro? Fabrosi, what happened to you?
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. Another you. It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble echo of your own.
Also, what's happening with the Sibylla and the others? Oh, they're still out here. Apparently Fabrosi has completely just disappeared. I thought I'd see his, like, body just, you know, here, resting or whatever. An energy chest. Anyways.
My child, come closer, so that you may see me, as I truly am.
My child? Ask who you're speaking to.
Come, child, let me show you.
Not words that you might want to say, especially with "come child" in the front.
The apparition clasps your face in shaking skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color before fading back to their accustomed spectrum.
Time to open the eyes you lost so long ago. Speak the spell.
Whoa.
And see.
You learn Spirit Vision. Cast this spell regularly to reveal a hidden world of ghosts lingering in the mortal realm. Okay. Sure. And does this actually require sorcery, or can I just do this whenever the hell I want?
God,
damn.
Strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you, child? I saved you when the ship went down. I blessed you, made you powerful, and now I've come to seek some power in return.
Whoa, 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 I don't think so, miss.
Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. And now you have brought me a gift.
Oh, jeez, is she gonna be a stowaway in my own soul?
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from a source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains away.
Oh, what the hell, miss?
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god.
Dying? Worriedly ask her what's happening.
The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We are battling for our very survival, and we are losing. Should we truly perish, all will be cast into oblivion.
Well, you didn't think this conversation could get any more depressing, and yet here you are. Impressive, really.
Our battle is a work in progress. I did not say all was lost. There is still time. You must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I.
Whoa, I don't think so, miss.
Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. And once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful.
Look at her expectantly. The name doesn't ring a bell.
It is a lake, a pool of pure source, containing half the powers of each of the gods. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine. To bathe in the lake is to become the divine.
So what, you can just throw anyone in that water and then boom, they're like a god?
That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost.
Tell her not to worry, to lose is a complete abstract to you. Ask her why it is so important you should win. Surely the rise of any new divine is the Seven's aim. Wait, hold on. The gods once gave half of their powers? Gave away half their powers? Just like that?
We had no choice. In the face of the Void's onslaught, our individual powers would never have been enough. Although we still had the sense to leave him immortal. The Void has never been this strong. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in its powers, but to take them, all of them.
Yeah, sure.
Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom, this world's liberator.
Contemplate her words. You like the sound of the... You very much like the sound of this. Pause to wonder what will happen to the other gods if you do this. So she's implying you must steal the powers of the other gods? That makes you feel rather uncomfortable. So what's gonna happen to the other gods?
It is simplicity itself. They will bow to you, or be undone. Of course, the others are saying the same to their mortal god-woken as we speak.
No, actually, they're just cruising around in the basement still.
But there can be only one. So make no mistake, dear one. The road to divinity may well be paved with dead gods, their blood staining your ivory hands.
Ivory? Have you not seen his bones?
But do not let that dismay you. You will save all of existence. You will save your kin and your loved ones, and all the rest of the mortal world. And you will become a god.
Tell her you're quite convinced. Ask where you can find the Well of Ascension.
I will lead you to the lake, my child, but not yet. Not until you have become a true master of the Source. Until you speak the language of creation itself.
As long as I don't have to speak like Gareth, I'm good.
Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as only a god-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Say that if you're to become a master of the Source, surely there's no better tutor than herself. Smile wryly and say that pilgrimage sounds rather ironic given your mission.
Laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
Perhaps. But what is a pilgrimage if not a journey of atonement in search of enlightenment? And what could be more important than enlightenment in this dark, void-struck world? Focus not on death and irony, my child, but on life, ascension, and us. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source.
Sure.
Once you have, return to me here.
Before you go ask what exactly she did to your sight, Say'd have thought she was a master of the Source herself. Yeah, what did you do to my eye sockets?
Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. Immortally so.
If you say so.
You have the vision of a god now. Sight that can see spirits. The souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger.
Great. Say'd have thought she was a master of the Source herself.
Alas, I am no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the links that will expand the bounds of your soul, those are connections I cannot make for you.
Alright, well, that
Good
wasn't
luck,
very useful.
dear child. Make me proud.
What are you, my mom? Come on, miss. Hallucinogenic smoke cloud. I'm assuming that's how we get out. Alright, well, that's interesting. Fun that we have this spirit vision thing now.
The Meister
Whoa.
stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Who's this? Spirit of the Apprentice. Oh shit.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Whoa, whoa, what are you doing?
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
You trying to eat me? Ignore the throbbing in your skull and quickly explain what happened, your god hiding within you, your new power and the masters of the Source. Wave away her questions and cough that searing green smoke out of your system. Tell her that's valuable information, you're not giving it away for free. Sure, let's just give her the information.
She sighs impatiently as you hold your head in your hands, rubbing what's left of your temples.
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
That's a problem that I always have, actually, in real life. Look at her in surprise. She doesn't know what you need to do next. Brush off her concerns. You can do anything. Grin, you're not sure about a hornpipe. You've been threatened with a hangman's jig before. Sure.
If I were looking for a master of mirth, you would be ideal. Alas, there are no masters of Source here. The river of my Source has been dammed. My link to the font from which it flows, severed. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
Wicked, cruel, and vile. You suspect you'll know half of them already. Rest your hand on your weapon. You'd be better killing such creatures, not begging them for help. Wait, ask if she's really telling you that you need to go and train under evil sorcerers. Rub your hands together. Now this sounds like fun.
These are the kinds of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. Fun is not the word I would choose. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Express your concern. She doesn't seem well. Ask where you can find these masters. Loudly wonder how difficult it could be to find an evil sorcerer. Are you well?
And you do not seem to be paying attention.
Nope.
Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell.
Nope.
Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters.
Okay, well, where can we find these people?
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource.
Mm-hmm.
But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just keep your eye sockets peeled. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Say that you'll be back as soon as possible, wish her well, and take your leave. Thank you for generously passing this death-defying mission onto you and leave. Sure, let's just be sarcastic. Ah, geez, hopefully that doesn't piss her off. Spirit of the apprentice?
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
Ask why she risked such a thing if she was aware of the dangers.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Yep, you sure are. Can I maybe purge you of your soul, by any chance? Probably not. Alright, well I guess Fabrosi's the only one that can have spirit vision then? Okay, it's a shame that's not just like a toggle or that like a permanent thing. Because that would have been much cooler, but fair enough. Alright, well let's get the hell out of here. I'm assuming there's not much else we can do in this place. T is for troll. Great, that seems like the exact kind of book for me. Otherwise, anything else to loot over here? An empty potion bottle? Thank goodness I checked that. And otherwise, I think we're fairly good to move on. A thin gambeson. Let's not. I don't think we need a thin gambeson. If anything, we need like a freaking elephant's hide thick gambeson. Not that I think you should be making it out of elephant's hide, because, you know, they're endangered and they're majestic creatures. What is this? Divine Order Proclamation.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here and everywhere that,
Read the proclamation.
in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, slain with malice and injustice by foul sorcerers, as were let fly by the perfidious lizards of the ancient empire, with the aid and abettancy of the treacherous dwarven kingdom, the Divine Order of Lucian is now led by his son's most trusted intimate and advisor,
Dallas.
Dallas, Hammer of the Divine, Savior of the Sorcerers, and new deliverer of the peoples of Rivellon.
Great.
The Hammer shall take counsel from her most trusted advisors. Hail to the Hammer, 7 times blessed.
Okay, that's great.
The order. Lucian will be rolling in his grave.
Why? Why would Lucian be rolling in his grave? Is there something you...
care. It's the living who should be fearful.
Right. Now, I believe we're supposed to look in here about, the list of, potential sorcerers or whatever. Sneaking failed. Oh, wait. Oh, there's some people over here. Magister Belworth. Magister Belworth?
I'm watching you, stranger.
Sure. Casually mentioned that you heard there's still some powerful sorcerers on the loose in this region. Claim that you have an important information on some powerful sorcerer fugitives in the region. Let's just casually mention it.
That's Magister business. Keep your nose out of it.
Okay, well, damn.
Yes, sir. Right away. State your business to Magister Carver.
Alright, fine. Maybe we can have Fane or someone else talk to her. Because I seem to have messed that up. Hey, Sibyl? Want to talk to this lady?
I'm watching you, stranger.
Damn. Okay, Losa?
Of course, I'm watching you, stranger.
Explain that it's hard to remember name like Bellworm. Fane?
I'm watching you.
Damn. Alright. We seem to have messed that up.
Right away.
Alright, Carver? What about you, buddy?
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation.
Shoot back that you don't give a damn about his investigation. Tell him your name and your rank and say you'd like to learn more about these missing magisters. Apologize and say that you're new to the area, you don't mean to intrude. Ignore his question and ask about the fugitive that he mentioned. Wait, what fugitive that he mentioned? He never mentioned a fugitive, did he? Maybe in the whatever banter text. Let's learn more about these missing magisters.
Good to hear someone cares about our missing uniforms. If we don't find the culprit soon, I fear we'll lose another good recruit.
Ask about this investigation. Was there a mention of a fugitive? Say that if this investigation is so important, he ought to be out there leading it in person. Let's just ask about the fugitive.
Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 of my magisters have gone missing of late from right here in Driftwood. All signs are that Higba is responsible.
Ask if there's a reward for catching the fugitive.
Catching, killing, I don't care. There'll be gold for whoever puts an end to this rat.
Ooh-wee.
If you see anything, tell me or my men at once. Otherwise, keep the hell out of our way.
Let's raise the subject of the disappearances.
Well, do you know anything?
No, not right now.
Stop wasting my time then.
Alright, well I thought I could ask him more questions about it before we, started things off, but I guess not. Okay, well, let's leave this off here and come back tomorrow and we'll find out what we can about the sorcerers and evil sorcerers and whatnot, and then maybe we'll go learn from them and whatever. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.